Hey guys, Clumsy here. Time for explain. Time to fly. So excited for this. Thank you for joining, everybody. Hey Da, hey Alex, how are you guys? Good morning, good evening, rather. How have you guys been doing? Alex has been doing a lot of trucking. In Grand Utopia, is it? I can't wait for 1.5, my goodness. In the meantime though, are you wearing a worn out shirt again? Not during stream, not during stream. Hey Macadon, welcome back. Thanks for joining. Ran your foot over with the pump truck. Ouch! Man, hope it's not that, it doesn't sound that bad. I hope it doesn't sound that bad, that's what I mean. So, explain. Time for explain, time to fly, time to practice landing. I've been really trying to absorb as much as I can, reading up, watching videos. I've transitioned from watching explain videos to actually watching real life private pilots with GoPros on their heads flying Cessna 172s. Just learning as much as possible with when people have to coordinate with each other, what are the common practices, things like that. And it's just so immersing the entire flight, how to say, flight business? No, flight situation. Yar! Hey Jack! How was the stream? What were you streaming a while ago again? Not saying hi, but you will say yar. That's more than enough. So let me open FS Economy and then Sky Vector server.fs economy, and that will hopefully detect and switch to that window so you guys can see what I'm looking at. That work? Borderlands multiplayer with friends. Oh, that is amazing. I remember those days. Used to play with my brother. Borderlands is one amazing game. Timeless. Some wolf killing or something. When you understand what the IRL pilots are doing, it's interesting. If you don't, it's all Greek. That's true. Right now, I'm still kind of in the middle. When I'm trying to understand what they're saying, they're saying 50% gibberish and 50% okay, I get that. So I'm right in the middle somewhere. Alright, so for today, Dam was requesting for Manchester. I did download some ortho photos of Manchester, so maybe we can check it out. Fly from Manchester Airport, we can do that. So what I was thinking of is doing a little bit of
checking updates,
flying in Manchester, maybe doing an FS Economy job, and then if you feel like it, we can do some traffic patterns. Is that what you call it? Just loop around the airport, practicing some landings, because I really need a lot of that. I've been learning a lot of bad habits recently and I want to get rid of them. Jack Spanner's house. I also wanted to try that. I also have London downloaded. Ortho photos for London downloaded. Hey Thaddeus, glad you made it, man. So I was kind of thinking if I wanted to switch to a different plane today. Maybe I show you my screen first because right now you're seeing Switzerland. There you go. But in the end, I wanted to stick with the tried and true. I don't know, there's just a certain classic feel with those Cessna dials. And even if I just switch to the glass cockpit version, that certain appeal, that vintage appeal is gone. And maybe that's also because all of the videos I've been watching, they've been flying with the Cessna 172. So I want to also get into the same cockpit. So we're going to stick with this plane for now. You did. Hey Thor, welcome back. Perfectly in time. Also, if you look at London, this is London City. This is not Heathrow. But I guess either way, if you look at the real weather, it's not very good, so we won't be going with real weather today. When you take off, fly towards Liverpool low, it'll go over your house. Ooh. Yeah, look at that. Broken cumulus at somewhere between 0 and 10,000 feet. Yeah. 2,000 to 5,000 and 5,000 to, so basically 2,000 to 8,000 we have broken cumulus. We have strong winds, 12 knots, 41 knots, 10,000. Well, although we don't really need to worry 10,000 and up for this flight. And look at that, stormy. So I think that is typical British weather, right? So I think we will pass, hard pass. Maybe Cirrus is okay, scattered at most. Northwest Manchester, okay, we can see. King Air, bye. Yeah, I tried this. I loaded this a while ago. I was dumbfounded by the buttons. I was kind of expecting similar, maybe just 2 engines instead of 1. But there were so many different terminologies. I would have to study it from scratch. So that will take a while. And I think I will study landing first before I study a different cockpit, unfortunately. But if you have like a nice guide that will bring me up to speed for this plane or any other plane that you would suggest, I am more than open to try that out. Strong winds in Manchester. Let's see. Manchester. That's the one, is it? Let's try what the real weather is for that guy. Monkery. When have you been in the monastery? Okay, this is not too bad looking. There's a bit of wind, just 4 knots though. Coming from 220, that's where. Somewhere in the southwest. Few cumulus, that's not too shabby. Yeah, actually, we can take that. And then suddenly it turns, but yeah, we can work with that. That will be a long time from now. We won't be flying commercial planes in the near future. I do not have that capability. I did watch like a 737 cold and dark start, and all the checks, all the buttons, oh my goodness. Like, blood was gushing out from like the nose, the ears, from all the technicalities. It was too much for me for now, but yeah, well, let's take it slow. Real time, real weather. Real weather, yes. Real time, no. Because if I go real time, it's probably going to be super dark. And I wouldn't be able to change the time. You guys remember the previous stream where we couldn't change the time? That was simply because this was ticked. So it was always reverting back to the real world time, which was sucky. So now I guess we just do it like this. Maybe just a bit of sunrise with some light still. End up in the Thames. So we work with that. Okay, Manchester it is. But before that, we will have to find a job. So I can't promise Manchester yet until we find a job in FS Economy. So what we can do is we can say, look for Cessna 172s that are rentable, that are nearby Manchester. Nada. Okay, within 15 nautical miles, there is something. Massachusetts. Is that close enough? No. Why am I... No. Am I... KMHT. Am I typing the wrong thing here? Is that a different Manchester? Wait a minute. Okay, let me enter that here. So we know. New flight plan, KMHT. Manchester, that is Manchester. Just don't land at Birmingham. Okay, that seems like England, isn't it? Or doesn't it? Dublin. There is a Manchester in the Midwest US. Okay. Maybe this is not the one then. Okay, that's Massachusetts. Alright. Wow, there are a lot of familiar words here. I mean, UK places in the same area. Although I do see Boston here. So maybe that's not it. Starts with EG. Okay, good. So what is the name? Manchester International it is. Oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. So we won't be going with real world conditions. Maybe let's go with scattered. Hey Gato. Welcome back, man. There you go. EGCC it is then. Okay, so let's go and look for something EGCC instead. EGCC. There is something in EGNA. Is this place familiar to you guys? Hucknall? Yar. What weather forecast are you looking at? Stormy. Let's see if we can find something even farther. Any place that rings a bell here, guys? We can have these as the possible choices for the next job. But not Manchester itself. Maybe we can go there. Maybe there is a destination going there. There ain't a cloud in sight. Really? That's interesting. Manchester International, that's this one, right? So if I go to Sky Vector, if I plug this into EGCC, okay, this is the real Manchester. You could say those yellow things are congested areas, right? And yeah, Liverpool, Sheffield, some very familiar places. At least the names ring a bell. And if we pick the real world conditions, you have heard of Hucknall. Okay, then we can go there probably. Yeah, that doesn't look too good. Yeah, look at that. So maybe not there. Look at the visibility. 3.1. I think even 10 is a bit foggy. What is SM? Square meters? No, thank you. I'll go with that for now. Hucknall was an RAF training field in World War II. Okay, maybe that will fit very well. We'll see. Okay, so let's go with Hucknall. EGNA. Let's look for a job. There is one going to EGYC. What is that M thing? What does that mean? So it's from somewhere in Nottingham to Norwich, I think. It's a bit far. We can go to EGWC instead, because that will be closer, only 45 nautical miles. I think that's a good warm-up. There is a Cessna 172 Skyhawk, 80 dry. Let's have a look at the current fuel level, 17 gallons. That should be more than enough. Yeah, should be good. We can rent this one. There's VFR, okay, autopilot, GPS, yeah, IFR, autopilot and GPS, perfect. Let's rent that. Military airport, but it's okay, they also need supplies. Yeah. You can see the moon and the stars in the sky. Maybe it's an isolated rain cloud, I don't know. A Spitfire, oh no. EGLLS Heathrow. Yeah, maybe we can do that after this one. I do want to explore London and see how close it is compared with London in Pro Mods. If we're going to see all those winding intersections and circular, I don't know, circular roads, if you can call it that even. What is EGWC? EGWC is Cosford AB. Cosford. EGNA to EGWC. Let's have a look. EG, of course, I am very bad at with my memory. EGNA to EGWC. EGNA. That is the Hucknall Airport. Indeed, it exists. And then EGWC. Going to Cosford Airport, indeed. That is 46 nautical miles based on Sky Vector. And okay, that's consistent here, so we can take these passengers. Good. Let's take the ones who are expiring. That doesn't sound so good. Air Peak District passenger, Air Cosford passenger. Let's take these guys. 3 of you. Too bad, that guy will be left behind, but he'll find another plane. Okay. Passenger count for next flight 3. Total number of assignments 3. Okay, yeah, that looks good. We are loaded. Okay, I can go switch back to explain. We've had fantastic weather today. I'm not sure why, but yeah, it syncs in real time. Not sure how delayed that is. Maybe a few hours, I don't know. But shouldn't be that far off. Maybe it's not in the same place. EGNA, okay. EGNA. EGLC is London City Airport. EGKK is Gatwick. I think I tried London City yesterday just to see if it will load. Oh, crash strip. Is there anything special if I take off from a crash strip? I landed in a crash strip yesterday. It was a bit of a mess. I was bouncing all over the place. Yeah. Yes, exactly. That was what Explain found as well, Thaddeus. Clouds and rain. Hey, Kelly. Welcome back to the stream. Are you still farming? Aha, Jay, good morning. Doing great, doing great. Super excited for the Explain stream, so let's go and load that up. Things might get laggy in a bit. Just hang tight, alright? Hopefully I don't get disconnected today, but we never know with Twitch. I do have transcoding today though, that's a good thing. So you should be good, despite the difference in the bandwidth. Google wins. Sulks. RIP. My game crashed. Game just crashed, guys. And it never crashes when I'm not streaming. Let me have a look at the log. Livery has changed. I don't get that at all. Skipped. I don't see anything bad. Why would it crash? Let me have a look. My hard drive is there. The scenery should be loading. Let's try that again. Maybe it was a fluke. Hopefully it was. That's for not flying from Manchester, of course. So you're cursing the stream now. Maybe your window goes out to the other side. I don't know, it's weird. Super weird. We might have to look at a different airport, I don't know. Maybe that airport is corrupted or something. Let's have a look, customize. Grass parking. It does have 2 runways. You can start on the runway if that grass parking might be problematic. We'll have to look at the... Okay, no wind at all, so we can take off from anywhere. Okay, that's fine. Let's go runway, I don't know. Which direction are we headed anyway? Have a look at sky vector, southwest. Okay, so we go... Yeah, 2-1 is the perfect direction for us. Voicemail. Randy getting an eye check. You are getting so many of these random calls. You must be pretty famous. Do you have your phone number advertised somewhere or something? Another name for Google Assistant. Donuts. Maybe the ortho is faulty or something. It could be. Let's see when it crashes. Reading new scenery files. This point. Yeah, I'm wondering as well, Thaddeus. I think it's stage fright. Because when I'm just flying solo, offline, it's pretty smooth. I mean, it takes a while to load, but it doesn't crash. You never know what you get during stream. for the reminder. Farming Sim and Transport Fever, awesome. Great to hear. I haven't been playing either for quite some time. Been fully occupied with these sims that we have. Okay, scenery seems to have loaded correctly. It looks like my encoder is overloading, so you might be seeing a bit of skipping on the stream. Alright, let's hear it. Yeah, I think I'm lagging bit by bit. Okay, and I think it should be good now. It should only be a spike in the load. Explain does seem to like get excited sometimes. It takes up all the CPU and GPU in one go. Okay, where are we? Where the heck are we, guys? It's a bit too dark. So it loaded correctly, that's good. Bye, Mrs. Clumsy. Let's give it a bit of it did say grass parking. It did say grass parking, to be fair. Good luck with takeoff. What the heck? Where's the runway even? Is that the runway? Oh yeah, that's the runway. That is the runway itself. So maybe we have to like move to the left a bit, sidestep a bit, and then use this part. Oh my goodness. Perfect. Love it. This is an amazing airport, guys. How about we use that instead? I mean, that's asphalt. Why can't we use that? Goodness. Yeah, that seems much better. That doesn't look too safe. You know, right? I don't know. Maybe it's some bug with... I think some people have been complaining about that. Because I have the orthophoto scenery and I also have the GB Pro. And some people are complaining about GB Pro having trees where they shouldn't be. So maybe that's an example. Maybe we can try taking off here, or we can just ignore the trees. Let's see if those are like clippable or something. We will see shortly. Okay. Track IR, please. Also, do you guys know if this is like the right angle? Because from what the videos I've been watching in real life, they're mostly like here, like that, above, like this. Or is that just because their GoPro is above their heads? I'm not so sure whether I want that though, because you don't see the dials at all. If you say so, da. The cursing is real. Most up-to-date airport. State of the art. Perfect. Vintage plane for a vintage airfield. Okay, let's put that trim there. Let's do the checks. No, before I do that, actually, let us accept the job here. Start the flight. There we go, 3 passengers. If we look our mass and balance, we have 3 people loaded there. That should be fine. So we have 4 people all in all. That's still within the accepted range. You can always look from the exterior where the head of the pilot is. It's kind of tricky to see though, isn't it? Okay, we can... Okay, yeah, I guess we can trace it, huh? Should be a little bit above. Yeah, a little bit above than this, I guess. But you lack visibility on the dials. Playing FS19. V1, V2, 3! Does your character have head, unlike how Jack doesn't have in ED? Yeah, you can see your head here and in the exterior view. Okay, let's do the walk around thing. Turn it on. Okay, fuel from both left and right tanks. That is working. Flaps down full. Parking brake is set. Beacons on, I think, or maybe not yet. Okay, maybe not yet. Turn it off. Let's go outside. Should be good. Baggage door is closed. Elevator working. Jadar, zero head. Oh no, here we go. Rudder is working. You can increase your FOV. Oi, how is that? I want that. Toggle the tie downs. Let's do that after we finish the walk around here. Is that in the settings somewhere? Okay, let's check that. Remove the chocks. Oil is good. Remove the cover. Also, I shared the video in the Flight Sim channel in Discord. I really like this video which explains like the connection, how the engine works. I'm probably the only one who doesn't know it by now, but it's just so useful for me. Like the air intake and stuff, it explains everything. The relation between the fuel, the air, the oil, the different parts in the engine, and it does it in a very, very easy to understand manner, layman's terms. And it has like this 3D model which moves around and it's super clear. So check out that video if you want to learn more. IRS. Wow. Yeah, looks like some shady stuff. Maybe someone shared your number. Graphics settings, standard FOV is pretty narrow. Okay, let's do that. That sounds good, Thaddeus. Let's remove that. Remove the tie down. Ailerons working on this other side. Piston engine someday. Yeah, it even shares a bit about the different types of propellers. You know, the what they call it, fixed pitch, and what is the other one? Constant speed or something. So I didn't know that at all before. I probably got the terminologies wrong, but I guess you get what I mean. Alright, let's see. Where's the FOV? Field of view, there it is. 60 degrees. Ah, interesting. How about that? You guys like that? Maybe too much. Maybe a bit too much. Just a tad. So 60 was where we were. We can set it to 90 probably. That will be good. It's a bit far though, isn't it? It's a bit far. I mean, if you have track IR, we don't need it that much. Maybe 70 will be a good compromise. Just a bit different. Arcane secrets that should remain hidden. Easily compared to a turboprop or jet engine. You feel like a Quake player now? Okay, I think we're good with that. Yeah. A little bit more visibility. More trees. Okay. Let us start the engine. The thing we're hearing right now are the magnetos, I believe. 14 degrees Celsius, yeah, that's fine. Local time should be 8 AM, yeah. Turn on the beacons. Hey, Scotsman! First, funny looking runway, I know, right? It's really weird, really weird. Okay, let us turn on the fuel pump for a few seconds. See that fuel coming in here. Not too much though, otherwise we will flood the engine. And now I guess we can start it. My bad. I forgot something. you should be leaning the mixture first. Okay. So if you flood the engine, set mixture to full lean and throttle to full max and crank it. So we use up all the extra stuff, I guess. There we go. There we are. Okay. That didn't go as smooth as I wanted, but it works. There we go. Okay. I'll get back to chat in a bit. I'm just stabilizing the RPMs here. Okay. 1000 RPM should be good. Set that compass thingy. It is pretty accurate. Okay. Jet engines do everything by themselves and correctly programmed. And turboprops have two usable levers that do what you expect them to do. Pistons are pure magic. Okay, that thing still beyond me. Derailing. Who posted in chat first? It was you, da. English teenagers in their gap year go around Europe by train until they run out of money. Let's lean the mixture a bit. Turn on avionics. Turn on the lights. Pitot heat, we don't need that. It's 14 degrees here. Temperature, still a bit warm. Or cold rather. We have to wait for that to go into the green zone, otherwise the guy will complain. Thanks for the bits, da. Oh, thanks for the bits a while ago as well. Forgot about that, sorry. EGNA to EGWC. It just has to plot the flight plan. EGNA to EGWC. I like the sound of this one. It's so calming. The dial's turning. EGWC. That's the one. Cosford. Accept. There we go. This is Bush Yvonne Bush Airport or what? I know, right? Sure thing, Scotsman. You're gold. You are gold. Transponder. Maybe we turn that off for now. I guess there is no control tower here, huh? Okay. Do we need to check magnetos? I'm kinda lazy. It's quite interesting though. I saw this video in real life of a pilot. Forgot his name. But he was like checking the magnetos and he was saying there was some kind of sputtering when he disabled one magneto. So he was like cleaning it by leaning the mixture for a bit and then checking it again. It's quite interesting. But I guess that's not simulated here. Or I guess to a point it is. Left magneto, right magneto only. Yeah, it kinda works. Around 100 RPMs lost. Jack is quiet, maybe he's eating. Maybe. I have a diamond. True. Fair point. Let's go back to 1000. Okay, let's fly and do some sightseeing. And eventually we'll get to our destination, I believe. That's the direction we're headed. Northeast? I thought we were headed southwest. I guess I read that wrong then. If you want to correct FOV, you can look at ED Racing. It has a good calculator for FOV. Ooh. So even for planes, there is I know there is like a calculator for racing games, which is very close, I think, normally. Is it the same also for planes? Let's do the GPS thing for that, I guess. EGWC, 45 miles away. Where is it? EGWC. Okay, I don't think we can see it yet. We'll see later. You can eat and type at the same time. But you'll have to wash the keyboard in the morning. I hate it when that happens. I get so OCD when some like crumbs drop in the middle of the keyboard. I hate that. Flaps, please. Bring those up. Or do we need them down because we are flying at a very different runway? That would be interesting. I don't know. We'll keep them up. Apple keyboard. FOV is screen and distance is screen, so it should be the same for all games. Good point. Alright, let's fly. Let's take off and see where we get to. See if we hit this plane first. I think I will stay on the left side. Try to avoid these. I hope they don't have contact zones. I hope we can simply pass through them, because if not, that's going to be ripped for this runway. Oil temperature on the lower left dial is in the green zone, so we are good to go. Set the mixture to rich. Get ready. And now we can go full throttle here. That's a very short runway. Nose up. Excellent landing. Did they do something that it triggered the plugin? Maybe, I don't know. And they said to target around 70 knots, I think. That is the perfect climb speed. And what they do as well, which I forgot to do, is to set the heading to the heading of the runway. So I think that serves as a guide to keep you in line. Slam a little. Pitch up for speed. That looks not half bad. Okay, 70. Let me trim here so I can leave this running without my feet, without my hands aching too much. There we go. Who's going? Ada, have a good one. Thanks for dropping by, man. Catch you next time. Those are some flat trees. Must be a plywood forest. Yeah, leaves a bit to be desired, huh? I didn't download the HD trees. Maybe I didn't do the right load order, because they should be applied here now. Maybe they should be more in the bottom part. Are we going to London? Later, yes. But for now, we are in the... We're near Manchester. Not exactly there. Jack can probably tell you where more exactly. So I was looking at the visual flight rules, VFR, and I was seeing something that I think Ult was saying, that depending on where you're heading, if you're heading 0 to 179 degrees, then you should be traveling at an odd altitude. So like 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, and if it's 180 to 359, then it should be even. So I think we should actually be traveling at 1.5, aren't we? No, 241. Wait a minute. Just yes, we are traveling southwest, so we should be even actually. Alright. Let me bank bit by bit towards our heading. Let me enable the GPS here so we can see if we're headed the right way. Truxim on Friday. Yes, definitely, Kelly. Yeah, I am in the UK, that's true. Okay, we're almost at 2.5 now. So I'll start dialing down on the throttle. Just a tad. So, and as I dial down on the throttle, the vertical speed, you can see the dial is also starting to even out. And I think I'll have to lean the mixture. There we go. Just keep it like this. And now the trick is how to fly straight and level. I still haven't quite gotten it. Still a bit tricky to me. Balancing the trim, the airspeed, the throttle, the pitch and whatnot. Let's lean that a bit. Okay, I think that's good enough. Although we could afford some more speed, I guess. Let me go to maybe around 2200 revs. You have no idea how VFR works. When you're getting your jobs, almost always fog, storm, or blizzard. Lucky, huh? Lucky you. Or maybe not. What is the visibility here? I guess it's around 20? 25, yeah. What is SM? Square meters? I don't know. Probably. No, probably not. That seems too small. Oh, I'm banking left. That's bad. Dial up the throttle a bit. I think the cruising speed we want is somewhere around 100 knots. Somewhere over Libya. Yeah, and I was too scared to get some real weather here in the UK because it was stormy. The icon was pretty scary with thunderstorms and everything, lightning hitting the ground and all that stuff. A bit too much for me. There we go. Straight and level. We are approaching the ideal GPS path. So I should be merging in shortly. Yeah, not the best season. Yes, that's true. It's very true. Good thing we can simulate the weather, huh? So I don't have to wait. Because you waited for me last Friday. Ah, yeah, the last Friday there was nothing. I announced it on stream, on Twitch, on Twitter, and on Discord that there will be no stream. Sorry you didn't catch that. Yeah, because my dad was here, so I had to take him around and tour him around. So no stream then. Yeah, exactly, as Jay said. Right, changing, heading to 241. As said by that, what does the DTK mean? That DTK. I know that's like the direction we should be headed. That's the heading we should be at in accordance with the waypoint. But I'm not sure what that means exactly. Direction track. I have no clue. There we go. There we go. Okay, now I guess I can turn on autopilot. Heading and out. Keep it there. Push it down a bit. And we should be at 2.5. Exactly. Pretty calm today. I think it's the perfect time to practice some landings. We can maybe do some traffic patterns along the way. It's storming there right now. So apparently Google had it right. Maybe it's just advanced. Thanks a lot, Kelly. Appreciate that, really. Sorry that you had to wait. Maybe you can join the Discord server as well. It's fun there. Let me try and balance the mixture here. Leaning it out a bit. I think it's too lean actually. Yeah, I've been learning some very bad habits when it comes to landing. I'm not really proud of it. I've been doing not really bad landings, but not good either. I mean, good landings based on the landing plugin, but I don't think they're really that good, to be honest. Ah, the mixture was too lean. I was holding back the engine. Let's go for peak EGT. They say that is ideal for the best fuel economy, somewhere along those lines. And now we can dial down the throttle. Bit by bit, bit by bit. Thanks a lot, Da. That's why it's called forecast. Amazing. Really look at that. Well, England looks completely different from the sceneries we've had so far. No mountains. Is England pretty flat all throughout? Or is that a mapping thing? I do like the green and farmy feel though. Desired track. There you go. It is track. Wow. Okay. But the desired, I completely missed. I thought it was direction. We had a storm Sunday to Monday. Not let you in. Oh, that sucks. I don't know why. Their runways only qualified captains are allowed in. Ooh, in what way? Qualified in what way? I know there are... Okay, we are slowing down too much. I know that there are categories of airports, and depending on the weather, you can only land in some but not in others. So the airport has to be like, what do you call it, qualified? Certified for a certain category. We're hilly in the middle, mountainous in the north, flat in the south. Hilly in the middle, mountainous in the north, flat in the south. Ah, okay. So maybe this is the flat area. Plug-in. I think we need a plug-in here for the frame rate. So this guy can help us with the frame rate. There you go. It's working. Changing the FPS bit by bit so we have stable settings, stable frame rate. Webpage not available. Interesting. I don't know why. Maybe Discord is blocked in your connection? I'm not sure either. After this one, I think we'll take a look at London and then we'll do some practice landings there. That will be a bit more exciting and probably disastrous. Can't join Discord on mobile, have to use a browser. Ah, that's interesting. That's a huge limitation, isn't it? Why wouldn't they be able to like lead you to the Discord app or something? When most of the people are online nowadays. Open in browser. I'm not sure if these are still ortho photos. They don't look too detailed. Or maybe the objects are not too detailed, but they are. Kinda nice though. And I like the flat scenery for a change. You don't have to go avoiding mountains and stuff. I guess we can file our flight plan now. EGWC. So that the guy can guide us which runway to take. We are 2,500 altitude. That's probably going to ask us to climb to 3,000. Usually it does that. Don't know why. Maybe it only works in thousands. 172 Skyhawk. EGWC, right? Yes. That doesn't work. I think there is no air traffic control here. One sec. There you go. Gust clearance.
Sierra, Papa, cleared IFR to RAF Cosford as filed. Maintain.
IFR.
Squad 4
Okay.
7 0 0.
Yeah, 3,000. There you go. Turn that transponder thing on. Let's climb a bit.
Skyhawk 2 Sierra, Papa, fly heading 230. Vectors for the visual.
36R.
6 right, climb and maintain 3,000.
230, runway 36R.
6 right, climb and maintain 3,000. Skyhawk 2 Sierra, Papa.
2 Juliet, Romeo, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Still
Climb
good.
and maintain flight level 350.
Hey, Tromel.
2 Juliet, Romeo.
Good morning or good evening.
Skyhawk 2 Sierra, Papa, East Midlands, altimeter 2.
How are you guys doing?
2
2992. I am a completely different altimeter. I forgot that.
Sierra, Manchester
That's bad.
International, altimeter
That is bad.
2.
Manchester International, altimeter 29923, X-ray Sierra.
737 to 800. 6 November. Fly
Let's
heading
go down
0,
bit by bit.
7 0.
Flight heading 070, 737 to
Keep it at
800.
3,000. What the heck is that?
November.
Are those like nuclear reactors or something? Look at the smoke that puts up. Morning. Some runways are quite challenging to land on, so they do extra sim training for them. Ah, I get that. Makes sense. Good plane sales coming. Nice. Let me know when you find something, Thaddeus. Maybe you can check it out as well.
SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor, fly heading 150.
Coal energy plant.
3,000.
That does look like coal billowing out the smoke. Where is it? Have we passed it?
JX Vision 1, target
Disappeared?
737 to 800. 6 November.
Strange.
Fly heading 110.
Flight heading 110.
Hey, goals.
737 to 800.
How are you, man?
November.
Did you guys remember the runway?
X-ray Sierra.
I saw that the real life pilots, they always have like either a notebook or a tablet where they note down the different runways that are assigned to them. So they listen to ATC, they note them down, and then they read them back using the notes that they have. That's a very useful technique. Maybe I throttle down just a bit. But I forgot, so I guess I should use Notepad, just like how I use it in PC Building Simulator. EGWC. Taking notes is an amazing thing. I should have done that way before. EGWC.
Fly heading 080.
Flight heading 0803, X-ray.
I don't see it. Hey, Sand Tower. Yes, we're flying over the chimney now. There you go. There, it's back. It's a bit scary. I wonder if you'll get damaged if you go over there, but that doesn't look like proper smoke to me. I wonder what Kirill will have to say about that. That looks like someone puffing smoke from a cigarette or something. Welcome to the stream, man. How are you? I also downloaded Florida. Very nice scenery so far from what I've seen. It was like 20 or 40 gigs, I think. Can't remember which one.
Altimeter 2992, SJX Vision 1, target
EGWC, we are coming close. 17 nautical miles away. I see it, there we go. something R, 24R or 36R. It's one of those. Which do you guys remember? Looks a bit like Frontier Pilot Sim. I remember that game, yeah. They sent me an email. They wanted me to try it out again, but I haven't had time yet.
2, Juliet, Romeo, climb and maintain. Flight level 3,
All aircrafts have logbook that is usually maintained, like how you see in Plane Mechanic where the pilot has to note down stuff and report it to the engineer at the end of the flight. Ah, cool. Cool. Makes sense. So for us, that would be Notepad. Logbook is compulsory. But I guess the logbook would not contain, because the notes they were taking looked very informal, like just scribbles. It didn't look like logbook material. Or is that like enough already? Maybe the logbook is a separate thing, where they have like a more formal log of what they did. Watching the stream while you're on flight sim, yeah, that's the best combo. What are you flying? And where are you flying? Yeah, like doctor prescriptions. Ah, so it's really like that. Goodness. 100k in bike ride for charity again. Awesome. Good luck, man. Stay safe. And enjoy. ETE, 8 minutes. More or less. Now the runway, we can already see something there. Can we ask him to repeat it? If we say repeat, will he repeat the runway?
SJX Vision 1, Charlie Victor. East Mid, altimeter 2992, Skyhawk 2, Sierra Papa.
SJX Vision 1, Charlie Victor, descend and maintain.
Lots of changes for Frontier Pilot Simulator. Looking better, running better, new ship and HUD. Nice. Then we might just take a look at that again, especially now that I have a bit more realistic info about how real planes work. You have a bit more comparison. (36R). I think that's right. I think that's right. I guess it wouldn't matter that much since this doesn't have any like ILS or anything anyway. So we just listen to the air traffic controller. From Dublin to Philadelphia in an A330. Nice. That sounds amazing. In the UK, you're really lucky with the weather, but not this week so far because of the rain. Yeah, I saw that, Kelly. Really bad. Is it also like that there where you are? Raining right now? Storm has passed. Oh, that's quick. 24R is my heading. Yeah, I think it would be 36R. Because the... Actually, I'm not really sure anymore now. Maybe it's 24. Maybe we can just ignore the air traffic controller. Land on our own. That might be a disaster. But that will actually allow us to be... just go straight here, right? Wouldn't even require us to go around. Wind direction is non-existent, I think, because this is like a fake weather. Yeah, wind calm. So anyway, any which way, it's okay. There we go.
Fly heading 170. Descend and maintain 2000.
Flight heading 170. Descend and maintain 2000. Skyhawk 2, Sierra Papa.
Okay. Throttle down a bit.
1 Charlie Victor. Fly heading 360.
Flight heading 360. SJX Vision 1.
I would just land anywhere and taxi across the Somehow that sounds familiar, huh? Somehow that sounds familiar. Rings a bell, but I can't quite place it. Dial down the revs, we're going too fast. This is such a nice plane. Eventually we will probably switch or try out others, but I think I'd like to really spend some time with it, some quality time. So that we really, I have that, until I have that confidence that I can fly it smoothly and land it smoothly. That's the more important thing. Lucky because you had rain yesterday. Yeah, this is fake weather actually. The real weather was stormy and I didn't want that. How's the house flipping going, by the way, guys? Alex and Jack, are you still playing House Flipper? I was looking at it. It's not on sale anymore, unfortunately. But maybe next time it's on sale, I'll get it. A plane like that has a transmission. Maybe the others can answer you, but it doesn't have gears per se. It has a throttle.
3 X-ray.
No
Sierra.
gears.
Resume on navigation.
Resume on navigation. 3 X-ray Sierra.
At least you'll be able to see the runway. That's true. That's the more important thing. Let's do a flyby. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Flipping the haunted house is the most fun. Oh my goodness. Still playing it. Gardening DLC coming soon. Ooh, maybe I can get into that during that time. Maybe you can ask for a key even. That would be amazing. There we go. Was setting the mixture too lean, I think. Hindering the power of the engine. It's piston. There are a lot of tribal ritual pilots have to do around it. Some of them are gear related. Oh, about the gears, the transmission? I see. Trim that down a bit more. The bad weather must have skirted around us.
Romeo, fly heading 060.
Fly heading 060 to Juliet.
Warmed up and you finished in t-shirt. Nice. Lucky you.
SJ Expedition 1 Charlie Victor, fly heading 360.
Go for it. I will. Thanks a lot, Jack.
Fly heading
Thanks for the reco.
Descend and maintain 7,000.
What is that?
Expedition 1 Charlie Victor.
What is that thing? Oh, a train station, is it? It looks like it. Lots of different train tracks and lots of different towers there. Looks massive. Foundation Steam. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's like a city building game, right? Is that the medieval one? It looks like a rail yard indeed. It is getting a bit cloudy. Visibility is not as good as the one before. But it still is, it says. I wonder where the guy is going to take us. I think he's going to make us go around. Yeah. It's going to take us along the 36 runway, I think. 36R. EGWC runway 36R. I can actually see it from here. Nice. Train yard for the coal plant. Call it a depot. Ah, I see. And that one? That looks like a school. Maybe a university. Do any of these roads look familiar to you guys? Maybe it's a bit too generic looking, huh? But that looks nice. It's better than the rain at the moment, that's very true. Don't taxi across train tracks. Our little wheels probably can't handle those. It's a good tip. Traveling a bit too fast. Not familiar.
Skyhawk 2 Sierra Papa.
That's
Flight
us.
260.
260.
Skyhawk 2 Sierra Papa.
You probably drove on those in your truck. That's very true. Yeah. That's very true. So I think we're traveling the
737 to 800.
the pattern now,
November,
more or
November.
less.
Fly headed 170.
EGWC should be right there, yeah. So over here, as we're facing the 36 runway, 36 was it? So that's like completely exact, facing completely north. So we should be here, and then it asks us to turn right here, and then merge onto the approach
737
somehow.
to 800. 6 November, November. Fly headed 180.
Fly heading 180. 737 to 800. 6
You got your bike wheel stuck in a tram line.
2 Juliet. Romeo.
Oof.
Resume on navigation.
Did you manage to get it out? Hopefully.
2 Juliet Romeo.
EGWC,
737
good
to
there.
800. 6 November, November.
Maybe I
Fly
should
headed
go and check
130.
out an approach for 36R. Well, there are no approaches for this airport. Fine.
737 to 800. 6 November, November.
SJX Vision 1 Charlie. Victor.
What happens if I
Fly
press
headed
this
0,
button?
1, 0. Vectors for the visual. Runway
Maybe
7,
nothing good.
descend and maintain.
Why am I going so
5,000.
slow now?
Fly heading 0, 1, 0. Vectors for the visual. Runway 7, descend and maintain. 5,000. SJX Vision 1.
Fell off, but we're okay. Good to know. Lots of exciting things happening to you. You have a friend who flew from Seattle to Ohio in a Cessna 170. Ooh, I guess that's a very similar plane, huh? At least in terms of model number. Seattle to Ohio. How Seattle. Where is Seattle? In which state is that? Is that like coast to coast? Ohio, I can imagine where that is in the US. But Seattle, is that Washington?
Flight level 3502 Juliet Romeo.
.170 is the predecessor to your plane, was built in 1948. Wow. Washington indeed, so that's above Oregon. So that's like coast to coast, huh? Almost. How long did that take? Goodness. He had enough fuel for that. Didn't realize Cessnas could travel that far. 2,400 miles, my goodness. Maybe he had to take some stops in between, huh? Refueling. Oh, took about 4 days. Okay, yeah, so maybe he stopped over and slept. Oh, look at that, a train, Scotsman. What model was that? That's a very famous model of train. Actually, a very long train as well, and it's like a 2 locals on both ends. Very nice. Weather was with him. That sounds amazing. Just taking a road trip, an air trip, especially when the weather is good. It's cool. Kind of sucks though if it's like good the first 2 days and then the weather turns, you're stuck. He stopped at dusk, didn't fly at night. Ah, I see, I see. Don't watch girl games. Shots fired.
Manchester International, altimeter 2992, SJX Vision 1, Charlie Victor.
SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor. Descend and maintain 1,000.
Descend and maintain 1,000. SJX Vision 1, Charlie Victor.
So any news in the trucking world, guys?
Skyhawk 2
I've been out of
Sierra
touch.
Papa. Fly headed 320.
Too much exposure in X-Plane. Not only X-Plane, but in work.
SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor. Fly headed 140.
Flight heading 320, Skyhawk 2 Sierra Papa. Flight heading
We're watching Clumsy 10. Ooh, wait a minute. Why did I get caught in this web?
SJX Vision 1, Charlie.
It was between the two of you.
180.
Flight heading 180. SJX Vision
Things are pretty quiet with trucking lately, which can be good. Usually that means they're up to something pretty nice. I see a hill finally. Something that goes beyond the flat surface.
9923 X-ray Sierra.
It's one of the best watches.
3 X-ray Sierra.
Brownie
Flight heading
points.
020.
Runs and hides. Why?
0203 X-ray Sierra.
No reason. Earning that diamond, yeah, I know, right? That's how a VIP speaks.
Sierra. Flight heading 020.
I see. Makes sense now. With the insider information, secret stuff.
SJX Vision 1, Charlie Victor. Flight heading 180.
Buffs diamond.
Flight heading
There you go.
180. SJX Vision 1, Charlie Victor.
Skyhawk 2 Sierra.
There we go.
Flight heading 350.
350. We should see the airport.
Flight heading 35.
Air truck simulator.
Site Skyhawk 2
You guys see it? Am I looking too far? Should be in front of us. Where the heck? No, field is not in sight. It's not in my sight. Do a barrel roll. I don't see it. Dang it. Boss. Let's look for it, guys. Otherwise, the ATC will ask me to turn around or something. Where the heck? Let's go outside. There. I see something shining there. But no, that's not that one. Cheating on Truck Simulator. I hope this is not one of those grass runways, because yesterday I tried one of those. It was so hard to spot. It was really blending with the scenery. Is that on? No, that's a highway. Where the heck is that airport? Where's the plane? The plane is here. If we look straight ahead, we should see it. Straight ahead, it's the windsock again. Oh, you saw it already. Good catch. Windsock. That one? No, that's not the windsock. I see that tower. Another tower there. Doesn't look like an airport tower though. Look at the red and white thing. Runway is to the left. It's very hard to describe, huh? That one? No. I see a tractor. That's cool. Is that Kelly in there? Red and white thing. This one, this house, this barn. Runway is to the left. You can always check the M map. But how will that help me? It's an old Fiat. It does seem like it. Yeah, I like those. Left of the tractor. Okay, tractor is here. Left of the tractor is over here. The tower, red and white thing. Left of that. Why am I so blind here? Do I see anything? I'm very bad at spotting runways, apparently. Not because I'm watching you. Wow, that's so far away. So if I zoom in, I see the tower, the red and white thing. Am I looking too far? Now you've lost it. Oh my goodness. Where the heck is it? Okay, let me zoom out. I'm going to scroll really slow and tell me if you guys see it, okay? How about that? Are there no lights here? Is that not a thing? Another tractor in there. The sneaky airport. So if I use the M map, it should be right in front of us, but I don't see it. It's probably one of those small airports next to the farm or something. Okay, let's start here. Maybe it's behind those trees. OMG. Let's do that again. Okay, straight ahead. Unlock the camera. At least it's not night, that's true. I go forward. I zoom in. Should be right here. I didn't see International. Oh my goodness, yes, indeed. Indeed. So we're currently facing around 350. The runway is 36R, so it should be around facing that way, almost straight to us. But I cannot see it at all, unless it's somewhere like below here already. Am I looking too far away, maybe? About that. We should land on the highway. Isn't it the big building complex in the distance? It was supposed to have a lot of runways. Oh, that's true. That's a good point. It's supposed to have a lot of runways. That guy. Those look like houses. That looks like a possible airport. That one. Is it? Ah. Yeah, that could be it, huh? 36R. That's more or less facing us. That's on the right side. So that could be it. That doesn't look like a highway. Or is it? No, it looks like a highway. No, that's the runway. I don't know anymore. Oh my goodness, yeah. I'm not sure anymore. Why are the airports here so hard to see? I never had this problem before. There will do. So should we say field in sight? Field in sight kinda-ish. Report field in sight kinda-ish. Didn't know how to start your engine. Well, yeah, it's a bit tricky to start the engine. If I go in a different plane, I would have no idea. I'd have to study it plane by plane. That's the only possible thing I can see. So I guess it's put at that. Lots of fields around you. That's true. Can you go outside and wave for us? Maybe you're too far to see it. that could be true, but no, it should be visible by now because it's asking me to report field in sight. And the load settings are actually very good. I think highest settings at the moment. I'm going to bet that it's that one. Although it does seem like, why would you put buildings right next to that runway? That sounds dangerous. Ah. You see it again. Where? Hide and seek simulator. Where? I see some bales. Some semi-transparent trees. Maybe the runway is also there. How about that one? No, that's a road. For sure, that's a road. There's a house at the end. That one? Is that the tower? No, that's just a building next to the road. Yeah, it should have a lot of runways, so it should be a pretty big airport, right? Yeah, look at that. 1, 2, 06 left. 24R. EGWC. PFR? Ah, there you go. That's what you meant. PFR. So we are going to land here. So there should be 2 runways here and 2 runways running on almost parallel. Okay. Flight path, we don't need let's do that. Compass rose. Doesn't say next to the trees or something, next to the tractor. But yeah, it does seem like... Don't know, Clumsy. Moved back to the buildings. Oh my goodness, yeah. This is a disaster. But I'm afraid it's going to make me go around if I don't report. Won't that happen? Okay, right now, that is our closest shot. But I don't see it, so let's just wing it. Wing it, get it. Remove autopilot. Maybe we can start descending on 5. If I look at the airport, how high is it? 271 feet, okay. So I can probably go down 1.5.
2 Juliet Romeo, climb and maintain, flight level 360.
Climb and maintain, flight level 360. 2 Juliet Romeo.
Have to get some flaps in, just 10. And then dial down the engine. Start pitching down. Should be somewhere on the right. Kind of.
Juliet Romeo, fly heading 200.
Fly heading 20.
See it, guys?
Juliet Romeo.
Anyone see anything? 'Cause I sure don't. No puppy lights whatsoever.
Skyhawk 2 Sierra, Papa, climb and maintain 2000.
No! Why would you want me to climb and maintain 2000?
2 Juliet Romeo, fly heading 190.
I'm almost there.
Fly heading 1902 Juliet Romeo.
You guys see it now?
Skyhawk 2 Sierra, Papa, fly heading 0.
Look at that. Wants me to go around now.
36 right, climb and maintain 2000.
Fly heading 0.
Let's cancel that guy. It's not helping.
36 right, climb and maintain 2000. Skyhawk 2 Sierra Papa.
Doesn't work.
Juliet Romeo, fly heading 25.
Turn off comms. We're on our own. We should just pull over and ask for directions, that's true. If it's as well camouflage as a starting one, we might have a problem, that's true. Okay, let's look for it. Hey, it's 2.6 miles away. Should be right in front of us. Let's see that. Is it that one? Squirrel was here to tell me. He would probably know, huh? I still don't see a thing. There it is. Where? That one? That's the road. Maybe it's around the trees and all. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Where's our plane? Okay, let's try that. Let's look in front of us directly, like that. Okay, it should be somewhere there. And it should be close, 2 miles away. Maybe it's not registered as an airport or something. Maybe it got written over by the landscape? It shouldn't be. Because in terms of load order, the ortho photos are the last in the list. Oh, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm just going to go and descend and see where it takes us. I'm just going to base it on the GPS here. Yeah, facing that way. Should be somewhere in front like this. It is that one. It is that one. I think it is. Yeah. Looks like it. Conan Airport. Conan Airport. Yeah, nailed it. Okay, see it? It should be that one, I think. Right. How the heck can you see that, right? Okay. I think this is good enough. As close as we can get. Right next to the building. Pain in the neck airport, I know, right? Not the one you saw. Close enough. Wait a minute, that doesn't look like the runway. Maybe it's the other one? Oh, to heck with it. I'm going to land anywhere we land. We'll see. Okay. Flaps. Settle at 1500 RPMs. Someone's crossing, that's a road. Here we are. That's not the runway, guys. This is not the runway. But it will have to do. It will have to do. Watch out! It's a road. The runways for grass. Vertical speed was good, but G was, I think, a bit runway with street lights. Oh my goodness, that probably was not the way to go, huh? Did you guys see the runway last minute? That was a disaster. Let's try and find these guys. This is just like the previous stream, huh? Landing anywhere. License revoked. Nope. Let's replay the landing first. I want to see how bad we did. It's the one with trees and grass. Oh, snag the building? No, not really. Actually, we kind of did not too bad given the situation. Wait a minute. That's a full runway. That one's good. But where the heck is the one parallel to us? I think it's non-existent in this profile. Yeah, that's a very nice looking runway right there. No more VFR for you. Accidentally landed on the road. Whoops. Thanks, Jay. No advertising, please, man. You're welcome to join and enjoy with us. There we go. Landing on the road. Narco style. Sneaky landing for the win. Flare. Round out, whatever we call it. Actually, no. I was bouncing all over the place. Look at that. Oh. Thank you for the follow, though. Land anywhere. Okay. Let's get back and find the runway. That was a bit cheaty airport. The replay removed the car. So it won't be too embarrassing, I guess. Let's go super close. Zoom in max so we can see the supposed runway. These guys are fooling us all. Maybe we can drive on the road here. No violence in replays. For the ESRB rating, was it? Snag the wind, the lamppost with the wing. Car. Road. We should be seeing the runway now. Don't forget to use your indicator. Explain 11 rated M for mature. Okay, this one. Is that the runway? That looks like a proper taxiway. This is where the runway should be. It is grass. This is the one. We are on the runway. OMG, how the heck are you supposed to see that? Sure haven't expected Philippine Airlines landing on their road. Look at how the heck they differentiate that. The runway itself is grass, but the taxi where you park is cemented. Perfect. Okay, but let's take it. Messed up graphics, ortho. Yeah, it's a bit messy. I think these were back from 2015. I found in California, planes land on the freeways a lot. Really? That seems scary. How does that work? So that's where Jack was pointing. To the grassy bits. Yeah, we can park here. Should be safe here. Okay, bring it down to 1000 RPMs. Don't go idle because the spark plugs will foul. Let us turn off the avionics. Turn off everything else except the beacons. Flaps up. Cut off the fuel. Throttle 0 out. Turn that off. Turn off the switch. Key. Open door. Let's get out of here. And submit the job. That worked. Somehow. Alright, adios. Have a good one, man. Thanks for being here. Let's see how that works. Okay, there you go. And the flight, the log says 1727.16. Yeah, that's actually very nice income for us. Spent less than 80 for renting the craft, 22 bucks for the fuel, 203 for the ground crew. The nerve of these guys. What ground crew? Did you miss anything? We just landed on the road right next to a car and overtook it and maybe snagged it on the wing or something. Have a good one, Kelly. Okay. Alright, let's go to the main menu. Or I think what we can do is straight off just go to a different airport. We can do and practice some landings probably. So we can go to London. There's a London City in London Heathrow. The smaller one is London City, I think. Yeah. And then we can start on the runway already. More PC building sim. Nice. You're banned from our American airspace. Why? The great airport search. Indeed. Let's go runway 27. And then we can fly over, land in Heathrow City. Lots to look at there. Ah, nice. Okay. So yeah, we can... So London City is somewhere in the east, I think. And London Heathrow is somewhere in the west. So we can travel from east to west. Traveling across the city. Doing some sightseeing. And then after we land, I'm going to do some... maybe traffic patterns. Depending. Land right beside the big clock. It should be somewhere there, right? Maybe we can see a Mumbai bus as well. Now it's a matter of waiting for the thing to load. I read that sentence wrong first, Alex, and suffice to say, I thought it was J-Darish. But then I read it the second time. Ah, okay, that makes sense now. Exactly. If you see the O2 dome, you may see the Blackwell tunnel. This is 1:1, yes. I'm not sure if it's loading though. Did I click it? I think I clicked it already. Hey Barry, welcome back. How have you been doing? Been doing any more Derail Valley? I recorded an episode of Derail Valley. I think it's coming out on Friday. Something like that. Encoding overloaded. Might encounter some stuttering while the game's loading, guys. Sorry about that. There we are. Okay. Right on the runway. Let's have a look first. Explore it a little before we go. Oop, oop, up, down, left, right. There we are. Right next to the Water? Wow. How do you get here then? Oh, there, okay. Interesting. Just came back from vacation. Oh yeah, that's true. How was the train rides? I think that was pretty fun, huh? That looks like a very nice runway. Not grass for a change. Lots of buildings on the side there. Lots of buildings there. We are heading 270, so that's directly west. So that is headed straight to the airport. So we can fly and try to avoid those buildings. What is that tall building right there? There's even like some wind turbines in the city. Interesting. That looks scary, and that's clipping into the building itself. To the right is your area. Ooh. You can see Jack's house from here. Is that one? I can see him waving there. No, hold on, left. Okay. You're not patient enough to learn all the aspects. I was the same before. I was totally staying away from flight sim because it looked too complicated and it looked too time consuming, but I don't know. I just got into it once I tried. Ooh, train. Side-by-side train. Is that Jack then? By the coast. I think that's that's Jack right there. Eating some donuts. So these are some very nice highways. Elevated highways and everything. Are these highways or train tracks? Train tracks maybe. Yeah. Directly 90 degrees left from airport. Ooh, so that one. I'm going to look for the funkiest looking house. You being a house flipper and everything. Let me see. Is there a house colored purple or something? How about that? Or maybe that one. There. He tried pull and push a cargo train with 2 diesel loco in front and a steam loco at the rear. Oh, that works? Multiple locos? Nice. So, do all locos move or do they just act like cars? Or can you control them and like use their engine and everything? Increase the torque and the power. Why are the cars on the right side of the road though? Alright, Romel. Have a good one. Oh, they're on the left. Okay. That was a shoulder. Thanks, man. Catch you next time. Enjoy your class. Oh, did you say class? Not really. Enjoy. Clown painted bedroom. How about that? A port. Looks like. Okay, cool. Let's fly. Let's enjoy the scenery. And then let's land at Heathrow. Now I wonder if I should prime it. I don't think I need to put some fuel in, because it's the same thing as before. It's not a dark and cold start. I haven't done this before. So what I'll do is I'll probably put in a bit of throttle. Beacons, yes. Turn on the battery. Good. Can we start immediately? I guess, let's try. There we go. Struggling for a bit there, but worked out fine in the end. Turn on the alternator. Turn on the lights. Avionics. Plan the flight plan. Plan the flight plan. What a tongue twister. EGLC to EGLL, I believe, right? Actually, maybe we can just make use of the nearest airport function so we don't have to type stuff. Not that, not that. Not you. Why can I not go to the nearest airports anymore? Clear. Okay, fine. Let's just type it. I'm fumbling around in the controls. EGLL. When are we flying over Rio? Ooh, yeah, if there's like a nice orthophoto scenery, I'm sure that will look amazing with all the things that you've been saying, right? That is super exciting. That is 19.4 miles away. Yeah, that sounds good. Straight ahead. Align the gyro. There we go. Let's get info on the weather. Maybe we can dial into the 80s or something. EGLC, there's no 80s, but it does say something like this, 2992. Okay, 2992. Yeah, that's the same. We're good. You can control every loco individually, but then you would have to like teleport into each loco and then put them on a certain level of the engine, or can you like break them all at the same time and power them up at the same time? Okay, you should be good there. I think we're ready to fly. Hope I didn't miss anything. We'll see. I really hate the indent. The indent of my throttle really doesn't work with X-Plane. It's for Elite, but not for X-Plane. What's up? Looking over the horizon, just bit by bit. And there we are. Let me go to around 70 knots here. I think I'm not sure if the trim was set properly though, but fine. We can work with that. I think I'll be hitting the buildings if we go at the same rate. A flight over Canada would be nice. Oh yeah, definitely. I would like that too. 8 pounds per hour, City Airport. Yeesh. Fly over Las Vegas at night. Cool. Yes, you can. Ah, that's amazing. So, yeah, because if you couple them, then probably the controls get linked together, right? Makes a lot of sense. Hey, Flying Pizza. How are you, man? Thank you for joining. I was thinking of something witty to say, but I couldn't think of anything. So we can probably we need to come up a bit more because we're awfully close to these buildings. But look at that. Ignore that. Look at the others. Not too shabby. Oh, this is VFR. Risky VFR. Left is the O2. The dome. Do you guys see the dome? That would have been a JDAR. Maybe. Maybe not JDAR for me, but for you. Good thing I didn't say it then, huh? Behind left now. That one. Is it that one? Or this one? Yeah, one of those. Cool stuff. Can we take a photo maybe? Oh, the crack is showing. Goodness, I think that's a huge JDAR right there. The second one. This one? The one with the many towers? I guess that should be like more like domical, right? Domish. If the Redeemer is actually modeled in game, what is the Redeemer? Let's take a photo of it then. Kinda looks cool. Huge Jadar. Yeah, even I can capture that. That's like Jadar 101. So many sights to see. This looks so good. Okay, I think we're good there. Let's fly 2000 and keep it steady. Christ the Redeemer. Ah, the one in Rio, you mean? Why is the GPS telling me it's that way? Okay, yeah, it is adjusting. Okay, good. My mixture was a bit lean, I just realized. Fine. This is a very tall building. Is that the tallest building in London by any chance? Where is it? That one on the right. It's modeled, Gato, depending on what mod you buy. Watch out for the London volcano. Burj Khalifa, close enough. Close enough. Okay. Let's fly her steady. Northwest building maybe. How about that one? That building looks unique. Looks like a tube or something. Wow. There we are. I must have zoomed in. This one? This is base game. And then I'm using a paid mod for this Cessna 172. It's the Reality Expansion Pack version, REP. No DLCs, no other DLCs. But I do have mods, a lot of mods. Exclamation mod for the mods list. Going a bit above 2000 here. You should see the Battersea building to the left. 4 tunnels. You know what? Let's go autopilot here. Follow nav. Alt. Leave me be so I can enjoy my sightseeing. You guys see anything out of the window? Let's go out. Take a better look. Thanks a lot, guys. Battersea building with 4 tunnels. I wonder if it's modeled in. What is that? Hey, Dolphin. Doing good, doing good. Thanks. Thank you for joining. How are you? It is a great thing about autopilot. Yeah. To a point. Really helps. Man, that looks so complex, doesn't it? all those roads in front. It is London, yes. Nice to hear, Dolphin. Why is my guy headed that way? I might have picked the wrong heading. My bad. 265, okay. See a London bus yet? I'm trying to see one. A Mumbai bus. Couldn't find one though. I think it's only available in Bro mods. Best bus, yes, exactly. That one. Is that Heathrow? Probably somewhere there. Lots of wind turbines in the city. Okay, let's have a look. Trains! Do you see something? EGLL. Oh, this is this one. Okay, so let's maybe take. Is there no IFR here? ILS here? Oh, there are a lot actually. 09R, 09L. Let's go 09R. Tune that to nav 1. And we'll have to go around the entire way though. And then we can pick that approach actually. 09R. Okay, we can pick that approach. ILS 09R, that's this one. Perfect. Vectors activated actually. There we go. So 090, okay. So I'm wondering if the GPS is smart enough to trace that. If I have to put my heading at 090 as well. Which is basically east, right? Let's see what it will do. Heathrow should be easy to see. That's true. Should be able to eyeball it properly, easily. What is this guy doing now? I still don't get the connection when I put nav autopilot and the heading indicator. I think it's still getting confused a bit. I'm getting confused a bit rather. So I think it depends on the approach. Like if I do that, it still changes the heading somehow. It doesn't just follow the GPS. Flight plan 3000. Okay. You see it? You see it? Where? Should be below us, right? Should be massive. This one? Is it that close already? Wait a minute. Well, we can't see EGLL anymore. Oh, there we go. EGLL is on the left side. Okay. So we should see it somewhere there. That's the one. That's the one, yeah. Can't miss it. That looks massive indeed. Yeah, that's pretty cool actually. So maybe we can do some traffic patterns here already. 09L, 09R. Instead of using the GPS, we can try it on our own. Delete the flight plan. Clear. disable the GPS, and let's tune 09L maybe, so we can maybe simulate a downwind approach. 09L, hit that there, that's the ILS, so we should be actually a lot lower. That's fine. We should be starting to go down now. So we are parallel on the runway. I can slow down bit by bit. So we start descending, and then I can maybe go flaps 10 nearby. That looks massive indeed. Clumsy 2019. I fell right into that one. And I'm still not sure how to do a proper traffic pattern, so if you guys have tips for me, let me know, okay? I do like how this looks though. Such a nice view of the airport. There we go. Okay, slow down a bit more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bit of loading happening in there. It's quite a long runway, so I guess that's a good thing for us. Lots of leeway, but not the best for small planes. So I'm wondering how it should be. Match the ILS indicator with the runway direction. Match the ILS indicator with the runway direction. So we mean that one, right? So we should be smack in the middle so far. We are starting our descent now, just bit by bit though. And then as we cross the threshold from here, that's the threshold, I think, we should be able to... Should I turn left? Should I bank left already at that point? You know, I'm always confused by that. I'll give it a bit more space though, just so I have enough leeway. Tell that Airbus A380 to get out of the way. Turn it to show runway heading or it won't be correct. This one? But that doesn't change, does it? Oh, you mean here? Should be runway heading is 090, right? That way, you mean? Ah, okay. I didn't know that had a factor. So what does that mean? Why did I need to do that? That's a good tip, actually. Thank you. Let me slow down a little. Enable flaps. .747 versus Cessna 172. Yes, no, the other one. With 2 lines. This one, right? The heading, you mean? Yeah. So change that. Okay, flaps 10. Then I think we should be able to bank now. Oh, falling. Airspeed falling. Too much. Keep it at 80, I think is what we want. Letting the revs fall to 1500. And I forgot to go south here. There you go. Keep it steady. So we want, I think, 80 knots. So I should control my descent to get that speed I want. There we go. Should be good enough. There's the runway. Okay, now the ILS is lining up. And it says we should be much lower. Okay. Oh crap, yeah. It's a bit too far. Not in the center at all. But we can make it work somehow. We'll try. Flaps 2 or 20. And they keep saying something about when you have the field made, you can go all flaps. I think that means like with the assumption that the engine just stops, you should be able to land still. So even if you're just free falling, you should be making it already. There we go, 1 red finally. 2 red, there we go. That's the glide slope I want. And now we enable flaps. Full flaps. And then I start lowering down the throttle. Okay, from this point on, we can even out a bit. Looking at the horizon now. Keep it balanced, keep it even. Idle. Acceptable landing. Okay, that might have been too high. That might have been too high. And I was so proud that I could pitch up finally. Apparently that was a bit too early. Run out. So if I look, I actually fell a bit, I think. So from here it was good, but then after that I started pitching up, and then I kind of lost all lift. So you can see the fall immediate like that. I should have done that when I was much lower. Okay, lesson learned. Kinda-ish. Kinda-ish. Oh, stay in the middle. Not the heading dial. Top row, far right. Top row, far right. Here? So I should do that. Thanks. We survived. Not the best. Yeah, that's very true. I think it's acceptable, but lots of room for improvement. So you mean this one, Jack? Setting that heading? Or this one below, top right? Okay, yeah, this one. But that's only for the VOR radials, I think. I think the OBS doesn't work if you're have like ILS set up. Maybe I got that wrong. Okay, let's do another round. Go full rich here. Whoa, I just flew. Oh, because I have flaps on. Flaps full. Makes sense. Yeah. Real life, we should do better. That's true. Thankfully, we have the sim to practice. Keep the horizon level like that. It's just so hard to judge your height above the runway. Yeah, exactly. Knowing when to flare. I've been trying to look for videos knowing how to flare, when to flare, and there have been like guides looking at the horizon, measuring it, something like this, something like that, but nothing has been like really, how do you say, conclusive. There's no clear formula for it. It's just a matter of really, I don't know, getting a feel for it. But I like this runway. I like this airport because it's easy for the heading. It's exactly north, east, west, south, so I don't need to like worry about the subtracting 90 degrees when I'm making that pattern. Good. Yes, set that to the heading of the runway you're landing on, or the bars won't make sense when they move. Ah, interesting. Okay, let's try again, this time with the correct heading. Thanks a lot, Goals. Catch you next time, man. Have a good one. I think that's enough. I'm going to hit that wind turbines. Rip. Make sure not to hit those wind turbines. Flying aircraft needs your feelings too. That's very true. Now I get the point. Okay, let's do that one more time. The bar across shows if you're or below the glide slope. Right. And the bar that's up vertical, left and right runway center. Yeah, that makes sense. That one I know, but the heading is a new to me, so thank you for telling me that one. Okay, and I think we can stop climbing now. Oi, stop climbing. And maybe stop falling as well. There's the runway. Your mind is in the gutter. What do you mean, Jay? What's up? It's just so nice. I was watching like YouTube videos of real people, private pilots flying their Cessnas, making traffic patterns with some having instructors beside them giving tips, and it just was so surreal. The power of YouTube, huh? It's nice seeing the real thing as well. And it's nice being able to simulate that just a tiny bit here in the sim. Stop climbing, Jadar. Goodness. Jadar overload. Good there. Yeah. Now I think the guide here is when you're 45 degrees behind, you can start turning left. I think that's a rough estimate, and I should be going down already. Shut down by RAF. Oh man. Okay, we have problems with Twitch again. One sec, guys. What? Always failing. Twitchy, twitchy, twitch. Night flying. Reconnection successful. Okay, so at least now it's faster. Okay, let's get back. The guy should be back soon. Going to drop to 1500. I can see the runway. Oi, what happened to my heading? There we go. We're back. There we go. I did some developer tricks along the way. Nah, just kidding. Oh, I think I'm turning too late here. I was turning too late. And I think I have to be lower, lower, lower. Maybe not that steep. To get the point. What are the Papi lights saying? ILS definitely saying I'm too high. No more Conan Exiles. Fancy language not heard. I'm too fast. Too fast, dang it. I think I'll be using up most of the runway this time. There we go. Because I still have flaps 1 and I'm still too fast. Another level of flaps there. This helps slow me down. There we go. Final flaps. That's not too bad. You can set that up. Okay. Keep it steady. Keep it steady. Keep it gradual. Good landing. Okay, that's better than the previous one. Not in the center, but not as bad. Hands out windows. Yay! I think I'm happy with that. Let's taxi away from the runway here. Fouling, fouling. Let's get out of the runway. And then I can put my flaps up. Jazz hands. Somehow that sounds so bad. What does that mean even? Bring up the flaps. I'm not even sure where I'm going. Just going somewhere. Lots of large planes here. What airlines are these? It's not bad. I think if you change one letter, it will be. British Airways. Oh, that one. Okay. Oh, yeah, indeed. It said there. I haven't ridden there before. Haven't seen one even before, I think. Slow down. Pull up a bit. So I ask the help of aerodynamics to slow us down. Okay, there you go. This will get us somewhere. Virgin on the left. Warning, warning, Virgin on the left. Oh, you meant Virgin Airlines. Exactly. It's an A. Thank goodness it's an A. HSBC. This looks so real, doesn't it? With how humongous this airport is, you can actually take off here. Who needs a runway? Can we stop there and maybe someone can like link the, what do you call these guys anyway? For a Cessna 172. That would look hilarious. Well, let's do it anyway. Why not? Now we just need to go to baggage claim. True. Very true. Okay, we're good there. How do you do this again? Avionics. Lights. Turn it off. Put that to middle for next use. Turn off the battery. Put that off. I think we're good to go. Not quite in the middle. Not too shabby though. I'll take it. The landing speed supposedly has a log, but I'm not sure how to see it. I think it's maybe in a text file somewhere. Okay, so the guys don't think I need that. They're not putting it in. I think there's a plugin though, which modifies that. I think you see some, I don't know, then something on the screen, and then that, I think they call it AutoGate plugin. But that will probably be useful only when we get into commercial planes. Yeah, definitely not for this plane. Oh, you mean this yellow line? Ah, maybe you're right. Maybe this one in the middle, huh? FSX would try to attach the gangway. Hey, look at that guy. Yeah, baggage claim, guys. Going to get the luggage. I think that baggage vehicle is even longer than the plane itself. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go to the main menu. Flight config. Well, for the rest of the time, we can go and explore something. A 737, why not? Yeah, as I mentioned, I had a look at one of the videos and it's like, OMG. Now this is going to take some time. Maybe we can just get a glimpse of how bad that is. How hard that is to set up. I think it will take me months at the very least. Royal Suite, that sounds good. The 457 Royal Suite. I'll take that. You mean the plane? Oh yeah, definitely. This is not for GA parking. There has to be something else, but I don't know the layout of this airport. Okay, so let's try that. Yes, that's fine. Wait for it to load, fumble about, and just get overwhelmed with all the buttons. Oh, that was quick. That was quick loading. Oh yeah, because we're in the same airport, so only the plane needed to get loaded. Let's change the time so we see a bit more here. Maybe that one has nice visuals. My goodness, look at that throttle. Shoo. Oh, that is a full-on plane. What is this? The trim, I think. Oof. And no, I'm not going to fly it. There's even an aileron trim there. I'm not going to fly it. I cannot even start it probably. What is that? What does that do? Somewhere you hang your clothes in. Look up. I know, right? OMG. Yeah. That is a completely different level. I saw a video which walks through all the steps, all the pre-flight checks, all the actual steps to start the engine. It was just so overwhelming. Would not know where to start. Maybe that one. Yeah, look at that, guys. It will take a while. It will take a while. Has anyone flown this before? I think Chris94 flies this one. It's even coffee. Maybe I take the coffee and I be happy about it. There's the better version aside from the default. Z-Bose 737 is I think what they use. I think that's much better in realism. But my goodness, even this one. You've been in a real one before. It's so overwhelming. Did they link my pedals to the rudders? I tried, but it's weird because the gas and the clutch are very different, have very different levels, right? So it's so hard to balance them and it feels very weird. I would just rather stick with my joystick yaw in the meantime. Coffee is equal to tequila shot. Why not? American Airlines. I wasn't planning on that. Why is there such a huge plane at our back? Is that normal? Wait a minute. I think it doesn't want us to go. The most I can do right now is take a look at this and fumble about. Okay, let's hide the yoke. I wouldn't even know what to do at first. I forgot everything I watched already because there have been so many steps. Like the video is like 40 minutes long and it's only staying inside the cockpit working on the buttons. So yeah, completely different level altogether. So I think I'm going to stick with the Cessna for now. I wonder what would be a good next step though to get introduced with the different buttons. OMG. They look kind of familiar to me, but oh, turn on the APU. It's going to give you a push. Still a fix somewhere. That is super cool, man. So you were in the actual cockpit. Did you know the pilot? Turn on the APU. Where is that? Probably above. Some switch here. I want to hear the fasten seatbelt sign. There we go. That's the only one I can do. Anti-ice. Window heat. Yeah, so many things. In the video I watched, I forgot the name of the guy, but he's like an amazing dude and I think he's a real pilot. Has like 4,000 hours in a 737 and he makes videos in 737. So he really knows his stuff. Look at all the flap levels here. Goodness. Phew. Everybody in the back just put on and took off their seatbelts 2 or 3 times. As an aircraft engineer, you're allowed to go any place inside the aircraft. Ah, okay. So do you also like get on the plane and it flies, or do you mostly get inside the cockpit and maybe work on stuff before it flies? Or do you also monitor things during? OMG. Up to taxiing. I see. That's pretty cool, man. Where's the APU? Tell me. There. Ah, this one. APU, right? Okay, there are a couple of things here. Grid power available. APU Gen 1, Gen 2. Off auto bus transfer. On. Maybe flicking things will not help. Oh my goodness. Something happened though. Click. Yeah, look at that.
737 to 800.
Ooh,
November.
comms are
Flight
on.
heading 270. Report the field in sight.
Fly heading 270. Report the field in sight. 737 to
OMG.
800. 6 November.
This is
November.
the, what do you call this thing? FMU? FMC thingy?
737 to 800. 6 November. November.
Thingy, maybe I'll call it that, the thingy.
737 to 800. 6 November. November. Cleared visual approach. Runway 27 left. Contact tower on 11.
I like where we get to the point where I actually start the engine.
Cleared visual approach.
And then
Runway
you kind of
27
look at
left.
the
Contact tower on
things building up here.
737 to
How big
800.
is that,
6
right?
November. November.
Park brake light. Oh, parking brake. It's like a very weird parking brake. You have to print out a checklist in real life even to fly this sim. Ah, cool. Thanks for the repost. That's good to know. So I don't need to memorize everything. That's good. That's good to know. Okay. Rudder. Rudder trim? Yeah, rudder trim. So if I use the rudder trim, yeah, that's the one. Stab trim. Okay. APU? Nah. What does the APU even mean? Advanced Power Unit. Oh, I'm so clueless about this. Yeah, but it will take a while, guys. But hopefully, eventually we get here. That's the goal. Ah, that's good to know. Yeah, that gives me a bit of comfort. What is this? Air conditioning? That looks so crude. That looks like a shower head. Goodness. Auxiliary power unit. Ah, there you go. So before we turn on the engine, we need the APU. Is that how it goes?
3 X-ray Sierra. Fly heading 270. Report the field in sight.
Fly heading 270. Report the field in sight. 3 X-ray Sierra. Center 3 X-ray Sierra.
3 X-ray Sierra. Cleared visual approach. Runway 27.
It's
left.
a thingy.
Contact tower on 118.50.
Engine start.
Cleared visual approach. Runway 2.
Engine start. Can you not just start the engine already?
8.503 X-ray Sierra.
APU can run out of power, then you call ground for a power truck. Oh, that's the light. It's a thingy. How do you even turn that on thing? Yeah, okay. But yes, this gives a glimpse of the progression that we can have. I'm hoping that the flight simulation will be a thing in the channel from here on out. And I'm hoping to keep on running and progressing. Just like how we learn bit by bit with Truck Sim. But here, the learning curve is super steep. So we'll try to lessen that steep by spreading the climb, slowing the climb. So we do it bit by bit. So for now, we are happy with a Cessna 172. Just one step above the Skyhawk. Just a little tiny step. Thanks for the checklist, Jay. Pre-flight flows. This is for an Airbus A320. Is there another thing for... Okay, I see. From what I've heard, the Airbus is... let me show you that one, what Jay showed. That one. If I remember correctly, Airbuses don't have a yoke, they have a stick. Is that true? So, in your point of view, Jay, which do you like better? The Boeing or the Airbus? Or do they have like own quirks and stuff? Airbus is easier. Oh, is it? Then maybe we should start there. You prefer both. Okay, both of them are good. Because most of the pilots I've seen in YouTube so far have been flying a 737, I think. But it's been a low number of pilots that I checked. And I was not sure why. What's a steerman? Maybe we can check out the other planes, huh? Let's do some window shopping. Now we don't have an Airbus, I don't think. Ah, there is no default Airbus as part of the game, part of the sim. Dang it. It's a biplane. Boeing 737 flight checklist. Okay, let's have a look there. What's happening? Oh, there you go. Parking brake set. Throttle idle. Fuel flow cut off. Master switch on. Panel lights. Oh, it looks simple enough from here. Okay, I take you step by step, and then it goes like, whoa, waterfall down here. AP gen, start, check run, on, check faults, fuel quantity check, pitot heat, aircraft lighting. Yeah. Airbus is joystick to the left of the pilot. To the left of the pilot. Very odd looking. Ah, interesting. Okay. Startup checklist. We only need it until here, right? So maybe that shouldn't be too hard. No, it will be. If we can even find the stuff. Engine area. Engine start switch. Ground. IGN. Both. Fuel pump switches on. Okay, let's have a look if we can even find those things. On the left for pilot and on the right for first officer joystick. Ah, I think so, Jack. Maybe that will not even be enough, especially if it's the first time. I think I clicked on something. But yeah, this is a nice look of where things hopefully can go. Okay, why can I not move that? That one I can move, so maybe I cannot yet. Here, right? Maybe. GRD is what the checklist said, I think. No, it's GND, so maybe that was different. Okay, next time. Can't wait to taxi this across a road. For me, starting it would be an achievement in itself. Taxiing is a completely different matter. Okay, let's go to a different plane. I don't think I'll progress there anymore. What's the difference between a 737 and a 747? And the number after what? After that, does that indicate anything? Is there like a pattern? Maybe we can have a look at that. It depends on which model of aircraft. Yeah, this is 800. Here we are. It looks quite similar. Not really. The yoke looks similar. Is it me or is it smaller? Done with trucking for the day. 747 is double decker. Is big and a half. So it is larger. And yeah, it is double decker. I see. So it should be larger. But the cockpit for some reason feels smaller. I don't know why. And are there what 4 engines? Are these throttle engines? Massive throttle. What are these, flaps? Flaps indeed. That is speed brake. With this, you won't get pushed around by the bigger planes, that's true. It's only a sneak peek, Scotsman. It will be quite long before we get there. But just to get an idea. Here we are. Thanks, Jay. EPU. This one is more organized. Yeah, we can do this one by one. So as long as I can find where the heck these things are, we have a fighting chance. It's not too bad, actually. After start, yeah, it's quite a lot, but at least it's organized. Yeah. It's a cappella for now. The FMU is here, or is it FMC? And yeah, it does feel a bit different. It does feel smaller for some reason. I don't know why. But the number of buttons, no less than the other. 747 is your favorite plane. Used to fly cargo variant everywhere in FSX. Nice. How about a 777? Is that the biggest one? Because I think I've ridden in a couple of 777s. The 737 and 747, I cannot remember. Maybe. Usually I fly in Airbuses though. The flights from Singapore to Manila are mostly Airbuses, but I can't remember the model. There will be another engineer. Buttons behind? Here? Where? Here? 747 is included in Explain. Yes, this is part of Explain. Siri, how do I start a 747? There's a manual, which is not usable. Oh my goodness. At least it doesn't have as many buttons as that one. Just look at this. That is just overwhelming. Insane. Phew. Okay, but that's cool. That's a good sneak peek. Maybe for now we go with something a little bit less complicated. What's the next step? If we want to progress to a 737 or 747 coming from a Cessna 172, which is the logical next step for us to get more accustomed to the buttons, the terminologies, the stuff. Dual engines maybe, like this guy. Twin engines. A twin. King Air C90 or a Beechcraft Baron B58. So maybe we can decide on something and I can try and learn it. A Beechcraft Baron 58 or a King Air C90. Or I can go and look at the REP website. What was it? Simscoder, was it? Simscoder? Simcoders? Yeah. Checklist for 747-400. The 400 at the end is the length or something. So the 800 is longer. 737-800. Oh yeah. So yeah, we really need that. Okay, good. Thank you. So if you look here, if you look at the available packages, redirecting to the store. For jets would be a Learjet. So if we want to find something, maybe you can see something here, a model that is pretty cool. Cessna 172, that's what I have. B58 Baron, what is that? Centurion 210. But that's Carenado, so that's a paid mod, and this is like a mod on top of the paid mod. A paid mod on top of the paid mod. J3 Cub. This one? Of course, Alex goes for the super vintage look. Let's have a quick look. 4295. Wow, that's the entire plane, I think. Old school. And the most expensive mod. True. Based on the Piper PA-18. 1949. Wow. Could put floats on the Cub. All you need is... So you can land it in water. B-58 Baron. Do we have a laminar version for that? Oh, that's this one. Okay, I see. So there is a carenado version for this, and I heard that the carenado, I think, is very nice. But let's have a look at the laminar version just to have an idea and see how it looks. Bombardier -8. Okay. This looks pretty... Okay, not as overwhelming. More dials than the 172, but not impossibly so. Nice white yoke as well. What is that thing? Temperature? Yeah. Free air temperature, okay. No coffee, I don't like it. That is for the propeller, I believe. Right, this is the kind with, what do you call it, constant speed thingy. Of course, I call it thingy. That's the mixture, one for each engine. I can control that with the hotkey. Okay, throttle is on the left here. Is that a landing gear? I haven't tried landing gear so far. That's interesting. For sure there will be times when I land without the landing gear down. Beacon nav, floodlights, okay. There's some very familiar lights here. That's good. I guess the battery, there you go. You start the battery. Push full rich. I guess there would be 2 fuel pumps or something. Fuel boost pump, there you go. And then we can see where is the gallons per hour thing. Fuel flow, that's the one. If not sure if that's modeled in the laminar version though. It is. Okay. Alright. Turn that off, that should be enough. Bye, stream ends anyway. Hey Rohan. Made it just in time before we end. Yeah, I'm just window shopping for the next thing. Next, how do you say? Dang it. Next plane to learn. Can I start both at the same time? Is that something you do? Or do you like start it one at a time? You were just in a 747, that's true. Okay, left is working. Right is working. Prop sync, do we want that? So that the speeds of both are synchronized. One at a time, oh, okay. So they do it one at a time anyway, okay, good. Avionics, where is avionics? Maybe we need all lights as well. Landing lights, left and right. Parking brake. Oh, we want parking brake. Smooth as glass. Like we never left the ground. Oh, how true that statement is. What is alternator? That's still off. My bad. So this thing has 2 batteries as well. There we go. Avionics Master. Okay, that is very familiar. I like that. Okay, good. Those are the comm frequencies. Are these flaps? Yeah, they are flaps. Seems very quiet though, don't they? Spotify is finally available. Nice. Enjoy, man. Yeah, I use Spotify every day at work. So what does this do? The propeller speed. Yeah, the RPM changes. Okay. Alright, that was not so complicated. That's good. That's the trim. Looks familiar, just a bit of a different layout. What's all that? Autopilot looks like. Yeah. Autopilot on, off. Down, up. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. What is that? Aileron trim. Okay. Can we try to take off before we go? Oh, I like the sound of that. That looks like a pretty cool plane, actually. Goodness. Alright. Let's try to move first before we take off. Parking brake. Push it out. Should be good. Disney Fox merger on March 8th. Oh, nice. Finally, it's happening, huh? Look at that guy. Scared for his life. Let's go to the runway. Is that telling us anything? 09R. Yeah, that's where we want. 27L. Okay. I think that's the way we want to go. Am I reading this right? Or is it that way there? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I like this music. Remember, you have 2 engines, so less power needed to taxi. Ah, thank you. Thank you for the reminder, because I was starting to push it. Okay. How many passengers can we take here? That would be nice, huh? There we go. Runway. Very subtle sounds here. I didn't change the altimeter or anything. I don't even know where it is. What is the flying speed here? I'm guessing that should be enough. Oh my goodness, it's so heavy. It's much heavier. OMG. You can really feel the weight of that plane. Would not want to fly. 11 AM hype. Good. Oh, it needed flaps. Oh yeah, that's a normal thing, huh? And then I should be able to lift my landing gear now, right? Supposedly. There you go. I'm still not aware how to read these things. Look at that, no landing gears. Amazing. Love this. Okay, I'll learn this next. Maybe I'll buy the Carenado version even. Sounds are quieter because the engines are in the wings and not directly in front of you. Ah, makes sense, makes sense. I think I like this. What is that thing that's going around? It's the altitude. Ah, okay. So it is the second hand, basically. Okay, that's the altitude. And then I guess this is the altimeter. We change the... okay, good, good. Makes sense. Disney changed to Sunday. Oh, is it? So fast. That's so fast. Yeah. When was the last time it changed? October? Like 6 months ago, right? Something like that. Let's extend the stream just a bit. I want to try to land this thing. and screw up. Changes. Smart. Oh, maybe I shouldn't try to land it. That would be a recipe for disaster. Maybe I should try to understand first what's happening on the dials, because there are so many. Where the heck is the airport even? Totally lost. This is so much clearer for you than the Cessna. You're more familiar with this plane, is it? Then I guess this is what we work with next week. And I'll see if I am inclined enough to buy the oh, yo, what's happening? I turned off the autopilot and suddenly all hell broke loose. So apparently I was flying with autopilot. Okay. Starting to lose altitude now. There's the airport. Should be right in front of us. You just have to flap your arms. No parachute. Rip. Oh, rip loading as well. How can you miss an airport? You guys see it? What is that? GS glide slope, is it? So we're in the glide slope? Or is that a different GS? And I know it's very fumbly, guys, but bear with me, right? We're going too fast here. Like 160 knots, wow. This feels completely different from the Cessna. Oh, there's the runway. Or maybe not. I think there it is. Asking your passengers if they can see the airport does not instill confidence. How true that is. Oh my goodness, yeah, how true that is. Slow down here. Just enjoy the ride. How about now? Can you guys see the airport? Oh, there it is. Is it? No, that's not it either. But it's better than asking them if they know how to land the plane. Oh, not my fault. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, fine. There it is. There's the airport. Okay. So I didn't see it, but fine. I'll do that. Flaps. Okay, approach. And then we... Oh, I'm falling. Falling.
Center 737
Turn left.
3 kilo whiskey.
737 to 800, 3 kilo whiskey. Climb and maintain. Flight level.
Actually, a bit too low here. Maybe stalling speed even.
Flight level 350. 737 to 800, 3 kilo whiskey.
You can walk home.
737 to 800, 3
Maybe we can land at Jack's house.
Heathrow, altimeter 2992.
Oh, very fumbly.
London
Sorry about
Heathrow,
this.
Altimeter 2992, 737 to 800.
It's a work in
3 kilo
progress.
whiskey. Center 6 Alpha Romeo.
There's the airport. I think.
737 to 800,
Yeah, there it is.
3 kilo whiskey. Fly heading 180.
Fly heading 180, 737 to 800, 3 kilo whiskey.
Okay.
6 Alpha Romeo.
Runway is too close, actually.
9
But we'll try to make a way.
London Heathrow, altimeter 29926, Alpha Romeo.
Flaps are down.
737 to 800.
Gear up. Oh, look at that.
Fly heading
It's actually a warning.
Fly heading 090, 737.
Why is it not going down?
3 kilo whiskey.
Why is the gear not going down? Guys. Oh, there we go. Is it down now? It's down now. I know, not the best approach.
737 to 800.
Gear.
Kilo whiskey.
Good thing there's light there.
60.
That's very, very useful.
Fly heading 060, 737.
Too
800,
fast, too
3
fast.
kilo whiskey.
Help! No, we'll make it, we'll make it. Oh, we'll make it somehow. Oh my goodness, yeah. It's a bit wobbly. It's a bit wobbly, guys. Okay, there it is. A little bit of stability. Hard landing.
6 Alpha Romeo. Fly heading 290.
Fly heading 2906, Alpha Romeo.
And maybe let's do a drift at the end. Just like in the movies. A 180. Why not? Gear won't deploy if your airspeed is too high or damage may occur. But that's good. Okay, good. But I was actually surprised we could even start the darn thing. Even if I haven't been studying it at all. So I think, yeah, this is our next plane. Thank you for the guidance. I'll look for this. This looks exciting. Craft echo. Please clip. Goodness. Okay, let's turn off the avionics. I know I stopped in the middle of the runway, but fine. Avionics, turn it off. Don't know if you need prop sync or not. Dial down the engine. And I don't know what else to do. Turn it off, the batteries, the lights. And let's get out of here. Where's the door? Door is non-existent. We can't get out, guys. One plane leads to the next. Definitely agree there. But yeah, this looks very cool. Okay, so thank you. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. I'm super excited. Watching Flash before it came in the stream. Maybe. We need a plane emote. Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe we replace the crap echo with something more positive. We'll see. We'll figure it out as we go. Thank you, guys. But yeah, we can probably feel my excitement in flight simming. Haven't been this excited since, I don't know, since I started trucking, or maybe even not that excited. Thank you, everybody. I'll catch you on Friday for some trucking. We're going to check out Mexico after a long time. Unless some other cool stuff happens. Thank you. Have a great day. Have a great night. I'll catch you on Friday. Thanks and clumsy flying. Bye-bye. Catch you soon. You made it indeed. Bye, guys. Thank you for helping me moderate and driving the discussions. Appreciate it.